Hello everyone, welcome to Fire Talk with Chief Mark McCluskey. I'm your host, Larry Flowers. Today we'll be talking about the calls for service for the month of September, as well as other activities that the men and women of the Murfreesboro Fire Department participated in last month. Chief, let's get started with the calls for service.
All right.
Almost 2,000.
Almost down, pretty much staying there at their average,
Right.
just down just a little bit. 1,272 of them were medical calls. Had 691 the other fire incidents and 27 working fire incidents this month.
It looks like working fire is a little higher.
Yeah,
than
a little
previous month.
bit. Yeah, we did have a few this month.
We're going to start with a residential fire on Ridge Crest Drive. That was back on September 3rd.
Yeah, the call coming in reported, heavy smoke and flames. Crews got on the scene there, found that I think it was coming out of the back of the house. The kitchen was on fire. Part of the house had done quite a bit of fire and smoke damage to both floors. It was a two-story house, but crews got in quick, did the interior attack, did their search and rescue, brought it under control pretty quick. And all the residents were accounted for, nobody hurt in that fire.
Right. And understand there was a cat located in the house. So
got the cat out. That's correct.
That's great that firefighters were able to safely rescue the cat. And again, no injuries. That's the most important thing.
And also those residents, we called Red Cross in for them to assist them with being displaced out of their house, which the Red Cross, it's always good to help out.
Right, and that's the Heart of Tennessee chapter of the American Red Cross.
That's correct.
Right here in Murfreesboro. And then on September 6th, responded to a garage fire on Bowers Lane.
Yeah, this was just, not sure what caused fire, but had a garage attached to the house. It caught on fire. They arrived on scene, of course, had flames coming from the garage. They extinguished it quickly, and I don't think it extended into the house at all. All occupants were safe and out.
Sure. A lot of smoke damage throughout that garage.
Yeah, a lot of smoke damage in there.
Sure. And another garage fire on James Drive on September 29th.
Yeah, pretty much same scenario. Arrived on the scene there, found the garage on fire, quickly extinguished the fire, and of course it had fire and smoke damage just to the garage. No one was injured.
Right.
Crews just stayed on the scene for a little while just to make sure everything was good.
Sure, I think last month we also talked about a garage fire. Is that kind of common, or is it?
It is kind of
more prevalent in the summer months or something?
There's more likely stuff in the garage that would cause a fire, and that's what a lot of times you have car fires. Like I can recall, years ago, a kid pulling his car into the garage and put a new stereo system in, but the stereo system wiring what shorted out, caused car and the garage fire. People store stuff in there that's flammable. A lot of times we have your hot water heaters out in the garage too.
Yeah.
Especially around gas water heaters, if you put something up close to it, it may be flammable when the pilot light kicks on to heat up water heater, that causes that. So.
Right, man, I got to go clean out my garage.
That's a good thing. And also your garage, your building codes when you're building a house in the city limits, it's got a two-wall fire protection in between the house. That's the reason all your garages will have sheetrock in them.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of times the garage may be finished in a house, but it's not painted. They have to put that sheetrock. You don't have to paint it, but they put the sheetrock.
You have to put it there.
That's the fire protection.
Sure. And a car fire was reported on Florence Road near Little Adams Road on September 16th.
Yes, that was a car fire we had. I think it was early in the morning. Could not happen in a worse place on that Florence Road. It was very busy. The crews had to shut down the road. It was rough on the traffic that morning. But, car fires are pretty common sometimes. And, of course, they just arrived on the scene and put the car fire out.
Sure. Are there any challenges that firefighters may have when trying to put out a car fire?
Car fires can be very challenging sometimes. Most of the time, it's the engine compartment. And if the fire has already burned the cable that where you release the hood, there's a challenge of getting into it. In your car's built too, when you're driving in the rain, all that water will not come up into the car, so it's hard to get water into it. Then you have to use forcible entry to get the hood up to get in there to it.
Oh, wow.
Then, of course, if it gets going into the interior through the firewall and stuff, they can put out a lot of challenges. Of course, you have the gas part of it too.
Right.
I think we mentioned once before, it's not as bad now, but some of the bumpers are loaded with the shock absorbers and they can explode. It's so many things, just like everything else that can happen.
Good. And then responded to a vehicle crash. There were several vehicle crashes last month, but this one in particular at the Smoothie King, where a vehicle crashed into
Yes.
the building.
One of those kind of unusual, but I've seen it before. A young driver, he hit the gas instead of the brake. Car went through the building. He wasn't injured. I think one of the employees may got hit with some of the glass
Right,
and was
right.
treated and looked at there on the scene. But also in that, it creates another challenge, not only the vehicle accident, now the building being stable.
right.
We have structural collapse crews that can come in and stabilize the building until, if it's bad enough, till an engineer can look at it and deem it safe.
Right, and city codes will be called in.
Yes, on something like that, we'll
right.
call in city codes, what they usually have an engineer with them come out and look at that stuff.
Okay. And then on September 11th, a day that's celebrated all over, we were at the Doug Young Public Safety Training Center
Yes.
for a 911 memorial service.
That's correct.
Decided to move it there this year.
Yes, it's just trying to do something a little different. The square, we used to have a breakfast that's got where we can't really do that now, and we just decided to do that. Also, the reason we decided that too, we had our own 9/11 stair climb.
Oh, yeah.
That some of our guys participated in. So just trying something a little different. This year, of course, we had that there. We had some of our guys did the 110 floor climb over
Right.
after our ceremony.
Right.
Which that, represents the 110 floors of World Trade Centers. Just to remember the firefighters that lost their lives that day.
Right. And this was sort of in conjunction with the 16th annual Nashville 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb
Yes.
there at the William Snodgrass building.
Yes,
downtown.
Metro Nashville has had one for quite a while. It's gotten kind of hard to get signed up as soon as it comes out because they only allow 343 people
Wow.
to do it, and you have firefighters from all over the state that sign up to do it. And we've always had 3 or 4 always go down and do that. Some of them have done it, multiple times.
Right. And the one here in Murfreesboro, full gear.
Full gear. Full
And
gear.
just imagine, I walked up to the top and
Yes.
and felt the burn, so to speak. So
Exactly.
just imagine, firefighters full gear having to walk those many
Yes,
stairs.
that's what you got to do. If you ever been in a building with multi stories with the elevator, it's always got a firefighter
Right.
key. But if you get on the elevator, with the alarm going off, it will bring you all the way down. It's not going up. It takes you to the bottom floor to get you out.
Wow.
Then once it gets to the bottom floor, it's no good anymore. It's cut off. It's shut down until the firefighter can cut it back on. But in the circumstances, if there's fire, like in the World Trade Center, the elevator system had gotten knocked out of service, so they had to go up on stairs all the way.
Wow. Goodness. And also on 9/11, MFRD participated in the 9/11 Crunch Fitness Challenge. What was that all about?
Yeah, Crunch Fitness here in town has done that. Invite people to come over now. They have the stair climbing machines. I think Engine Force crew went over and participated in that, and then did 110 floors on the stair climbers, along with some other people I think that were there also.
Man, so doing a good deed and getting a workout at the same
Yes,
time.
I mean it's very challenging. 110 floors.
Sure. And now for some training. There was some fire props training out at Doug Young.
Yes, we continue at our training facility over at Doug Young Training Center to try to keep up and buy stuff. This year in our budget, we had some props that we bought that simulate different kind of fires. We got a prop that simulates a car fire, vehicle fire that we can use, also for flammable liquids, and we can simulate that. And also, I think there's a propane cylinder too, because this is stuff we deal with,
Right,
and you can do it in a more controlled atmosphere to get our guys and gals to learn how to approach these scenes.
Wow. So is it different, like water, foam? Or is it just
Yes.
all water putting these fires out?
We're just using just water, unless we use some training foam
Okay, I
on and that is more like a pit or a container. We can use our training foam on that, and that's to simulate like if you had a pit that had flammable liquids in it, burn it on top to where you can put the foam and push it to one end and put it out and smother it with the foam.
Also, the Gary Sinise Foundation training to perform under pressure program returned back to Murfreesboro again for a second year.
It did, and we're already making plans for next year. It's really working out good. Actually, this year, one of our employees that helped out, this group has asked him to help with the next training. Not necessarily just in Murfreesboro, but travel a couple of places with them. So
wow, okay.
It turned out good for them. But yeah, it was I think it was September the 12th through the 14th. People from all over, or firefighters, I should say, from anywhere that got accepted. It's kind of first come, first serve. We get to have a few of our men and women go through it because we were hosting and putting it on a lot of this. But I think it ended up, I think it was 78 people total, and they're from every state around. And the Gary Sinise Foundation, if you don't know him, he's Lieutenant Dan. That's how most people know him.
Right.
And he started this foundation, and one of the things he felt that he could help was with first responders, helping them get better training.
Right.
And this is what this program does. So all of these firefighters come into Middle Tennessee here. All of them, they pay for their hotels, every one of their meals while they're here.
Wow.
They'll have them brought in, and also their flights here. So it's a real good foundation. And this year, Gary Sinise lives over in Franklin. He's opened up his Gary Sinise Foundation, the headquarters here in town. So myself and a few others personally got to go over and see his headquarters, and he was there that night and spoke with us and talked with us.
You got to sit on the Forrest Gump bench too, didn't you?
I did. It's really neat to see. That's the actual bench out of the movie. Had it brought to his foundation, and had a box of candy in a little suitcase. I think there's a picture of it. He handed me the suitcase. He said, "Here, you hold Forrest's clothes." And just a super nice guy.
Wow.
Super nice. He's just wants to give back to the communities. Right. You couldn't ask for a nicer person.
And I know the instructors that came were talking about the facilities there. It is Class 1, A1
Yes.
facility that we have out at Gary Sinise, and that's why they keep coming back.
They love it here, and I'm glad they do. You know, we're glad to be part of it, and also it brings in some tax revenue for our city. But our folks get to go to some training that's here local, get to meet a lot of people from other states. It's a real fun 2 or 3 days for them.
Sure. And on a somber note, you got to travel to Colorado Springs.
That is correct.
For the National Firefighters Memorial.
This is it's the National Firefighter Memorial by the Firefighters Associations up in Colorado Springs. We went this year because last year we had David Bricker, line of duty death, and his name was sketched on the wall. And this was just something to see and to participate in. It's very, very humbling to watch this and how many firefighters are there, the families, and the presentation that they do. It was just great to be a part of it, to honor him.
Right. And his family got to go to.
Yes, his family, the Firefighter Association, they take care of the family. They, his wife, both of his kids and mother went, and they took care of them the whole time. They fly them out, put them up in their hotel, feed them and everything, and let them be part of that ceremony.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yes.
amazing. I appreciate all the years of service that Bricker gave to the
Yes.
FRD. And so now we talked about Community Connect. So we're still trying to encourage residents to sign up
Correct.
for Community Connect. What is Community Connect?
Community Connect is a web-based platform you can go on and fill out information not only for residents, also for businesses. You can share some information with us, like if you have an emergency at your house, we have that information, and things we're looking for is like, maybe we have a special needs kid that stays in this bedroom. We have a sick person, an elderly person that stays in our house. We have a tornado shelter, in our garage, just stuff like that. So when we're on the way to the scene, if we're coming to a fire, it's like, hey, we got a special note here. We have an elderly person upstairs that's on oxygen. So we know that coming into the scene. And asked a few other questions, and this is all kept, in the database to where it's safe, it's not shared. More on the business side of it, we like to have emergency contacts. When something happens at that business at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it could be something just as simple as an alarm going off or actually having a fire. We have information to call. We usually get this information when we do an inspection, but if you take a, like a local convenience store, the manager changes, 6 months from now, then we don't have a number. It's not even good because we usually have their cell number or something like that. So it's a real good way to put some information to help us protect you better into this system.
Sure. And you had mentioned it is safe, it's secure, it's password protected, and you only share what information you want
That is
to
correct.
include.
That is correct.
A great program, and definitely encourage you to sign up. And you can sign up by visiting the Murfreesboro Fire Department webpage. You can get there by visiting murfreesborotn.gov/MFRD and just click on that Community Connect tab there on the home page. And so, Chief, let's talk about the top Facebook posts for last month. We had, I think, maybe 500,000 views total last month. And some of the highest viewed posts includes the DeKalb firefighter that was killed, and 188,503.
I mean, it's sad news, but when we have someone, especially one of our neighbors, we always share what they post, and they seem to get a lot of visits because people caring about seeing that.
Exactly. You always hate to see those type posts, but at least people are honoring, and thanking him and his family for the service. 100,433 views for that Smoothie King vehicle crash.
Once again, like the car on the pole, car in the building, that people, they're going to look at it. They want to see that.
And then Captain Bubba and his little girl got 59,934.
That was one of the cutest pictures. That car wreck that he worked on, it happened right in front of me. And I got out and checked on the vehicle that seemed like it was going to have the most critical injury in it, which ended up not being any bad injuries. Checked on them. Then I went and checked the other families of the grandmother, that was their grandchild. And she was perfectly fine, she was acting normal. Then the trucks got on the scene. I was like, I need to get out of the way, let them do their thing. Then I see this post about the little girl, and it is a very cute picture.
Just warms your heart there.
Yes.
If you want to hear more from Chief Mark McCluskey, you can tune in each first Monday of the month on WGNS Radio from 8:15 to 9 o'clock. Either Chief or an MFRD guest will be there talking about the latest happenings at MFRD.
Yep.
Chief, is there anything else you'd like to add before we end today?
Yes, I would like to mention the month of October is Fire Prevention Month. We have a lot going on this month, a lot of extra PR events that we're attending. Also, we have our, we've called it a rodeo before, but it's the Fire Prevention Rodeo. It's going to be at the Doug Young Center. I think it's actually October the 25th. It's on a Saturday. You can go to any of our social media. It'll be coming out, and stuff will be coming out. So it's really a good event. We have an extrication competition with the county, a lot of emergency vehicles there, some food and fun for the kids.
Yeah, back-to-back champions in that.
Yes, back-to-back champions. They may not show up this year.
Yeah, it was funny, man. Last year, we were done, tools on the ground, and we had to wait for others to finish.
Yeah.
Just a little pat on the back there.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
Sure. And we'd like to thank you for tuning in to this episode of Fire Talk with Chief Mark McCluskey. We do hope that you found our discussion both informative as well as enlightening. You can catch us next time, or you can also catch us on YouTube on the City of Murfreesboro Government YouTube channel. All you have to do is go to that playlist and hit Fire Talk with Chief Mark McCluskey. I'm Larry Flowers, and on behalf of Chief Mark McCluskey, we'll see you next time on Fire Talk.
Thank you.